A teenager is shot and killed. Coming up, the circumstances surrounding the violence. I'm Camille and Mary. We'll have all that coming up in the live report.
For these last couple of days, we've had just this rash of violence that's just unexplainable. This again is one of those incidents.
4 people are stabbed at a party in Detroit. More on what police are saying led up to the crime and the latest on the investigation.
Hot and humid has been the name of the game through the weekend, but at least it's been dry. So when will Sky Tracker start showing more activity? The answer is less than 24 hours.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
Detroit police investigating a rather unusual crime after a teenager is shot to death. Hello and welcome to Fox 2 News at 10. I'm Dave Spencer.
And I'm Hilary Golston. Right now, police are still investigating, but they believe it may have started out as an attempted robbery. Fox 2's Camille Miri joins us now live to talk about all of this. You know, it is a strange situation, and you're talking about someone so young. We hate to report on things like this.
Yeah, it really is. We're outside Detroit Police Headquarters. So let's talk about what happened. Let's break this down because it is unusual. Of course, they didn't really realize exactly what happened until they started to piece this together. But I do want to show you some video. Of course, this video was taken today, but I want you to see where it happened so you can get your eyes on it. But this actually happened last night around 11 o'clock. Detroit police say that this 15-year-old, it was around on Hendricks near East Verner on the east side of Detroit, actually, yeah, near East Verner, that he attempts to rob a guy in his 20s, and then the guy in his 20s shoots and kills the 15-year-old. Of course, it took a moment to try and piece all this together. They have this fatality, and then they figured out some more things, and this is coming from the captain who was on scene. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Deceased was found approximately 4 blocks east. Another individual standing next to the deceased, and he was also taken into custody. At this point, it appears there's been a robbery gone bad.
Okay, so a robbery gone bad, but we don't know what the 15-year-old was trying to steal from the guy in his 20s, and we don't know if he was armed. Obviously, we know the guy in his 20s, who was the robbery victim, was armed because police say he shot and killed the 15-year-old. And then, of course, you heard that another person has been arrested. So just a lot of moving parts, but again, another senseless act of violence. None of this needed to happen. And now, of course, a family mourning the loss of their son. So we're going to have more on this as it develops, but for now we're live outside Detroit Police Headquarters. Camille and Mary, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, Camille, one of the things that comes to mind is whether or not the guy in his 20s is a CPL holder. Did he legally have this weapon when he fired it? And I don't know if police know that at this point.
You know, it was one of the things that I asked the public information officer, and, you know, they're trying to sort out whether or not there will be charges, right? Because possibly, is this a self-defense thing? Was that 15-year-old armed? Obviously, he can't carry a weapon legally because he's only 15. And then who was this other person that you heard the captain talk about? How was he connected to all of this? So again, a lot of moving parts, but a bizarre crime. And again, at the end of the day, a senseless crime because now a teenager's dead. Obviously, his family is in mourning. This didn't need to happen.
Yeah, and you're
Hilary, back to you.
You're such a seasoned reporter. I knew you would have asked him about that. We've had so many of these self-defense cases that then turn out to be something else. So we appreciate you probing on this. And like you said, more to come. Camille Miri live for us tonight. Thank you.
Police in Detroit are on the hunt for a man allegedly responsible for a deadly quadruple stabbing over on the city's east side. This happened last night at a home on Fleming near 7 Mile. Police say during a party, a man stabbed 4 people after an argument over a woman. A woman in her 20s and a man in his 30s were killed. The 2 other victims, we're told, are recovering in the hospital. Now police are sending a message to the community at large.
We had 4 people who were stabbed because someone said something or someone may have touched somebody. And that is not how we deal with any type of conflict. We have to do better.
Police tell us they have identified the suspect, but currently he's not in custody.
Well, this is terrible to have something like this happen close to Sunday. 2 people accused of breaking one of the 10 commandments outside a house of worship. And now a car was also stolen during Mass. This was yesterday at St. Joan of Arc Catholic Church in St. Clair Shores. The two thieves went into two church parking lots and apparently scoped out the cars. Eventually, they found an easy target. A parishioner had left their keys in their car unlocked. It's a 2020 Burgundy Ford Edge. The church's Monsignor reminding parishioners to remain vigilant and use more caution when they're at church. Call St. Clair Shores Police if you have any information about this.
Taylor police are investigating an alleged shooting in broad daylight. Officers say they received a call for shots fired at a Taco Bell on Eureka Road this afternoon. When officers arrived, they only found shell casings, but no suspect or any victim. They're asking anyone with information on what may have happened to call police.
All right, let's get you to a news alert out of Southfield. Police are asking for the community's help to look for a 46-year-old. Police say that she was last seen, Shannon police there, last seen last night wearing a gray t-shirt, gray jeans, and gray and blue tennis shoes. If you have any information, reach out to police right away.
Well, take a look at this. In Wisconsin, a rough ending for their annual state fair last night. Severe weather causing flash flooding, wiping out the final day of the fair. You see that kids are trying to make the best of it, playing in it and trudging through several inches of standing water. But a serious situation that shut down the fair. That's a big deal in Wisconsin for sure.
We saw that video in Waukesha earlier that you showed us, which goodness, it's amazing how much rain they're getting there.
Two thoughts. First thought, you see video like that, you're reminded like when a kid gets a Christmas present and all he wants to do is play with the box. But the second thing, though, and a more important note, I've been communicating with the chief meteorologist in Milwaukee, and he let me know that there is an unofficial report of 14.5 inches in a 24-hour period. That would be a state record for Wisconsin if it does hold up. So that was a lot of rain.
Sure is.
Yeah,
a lot of
certainly redefines deluge, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, thankfully, we've been dry all weekend long. We're going to be dry through the rest of the night tonight and early tomorrow morning, so that drive into work on Monday is going to be fine. However, later in the afternoon, early evening, there's a chance we could see a couple of pop-up showers. Now, here's what's going on. We've been tracking this. This is the same weather system, by the way, that brought Milwaukee all that rain. It's just been consistently out here over Lake Michigan on the eastern side of Wisconsin and on the western side of Michigan. It's been that way all weekend long. That is a system that's eventually going to break down. We'll see it slowly break down on Monday, bringing us a chance of a pop-up shower or thunderstorm as more consistent storms continue to impact the western side of the state. But then by Tuesday, we are definitely going to see more of that rain and more of those thunderstorms begin to pop up over us. So we can only hold it at bay so long. We've done so Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Most of Monday will be that way. By Tuesday, we're going to see those thunderstorms. Temperatures are still pretty darn warm out there all across the state with numbers that are in the 80s and 70s. We are still feeling like around 85 degrees. Now we're going to drop it down to 73 as we head overnight. Checking the next 48 hours, we'll get you through Monday and Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday going to be a little bit more active, but those temperatures, they stay hot, and it feels like 94, 95 through the next couple of days. Hilary, over to you.
Thank you so much, Derek. We appreciate that. Well, this is an initiative that tries to help children live a better life and have a good time at school. One backpack at a time. Thousands of free backpacks handed out to kids, helping them get the supplies that they need without adding to financial strain. Fox 2's Ingrid Kelly has this story.
It's a blessing.
The Mike Morse Law Firm providing thousands of backpacks for children during its Project Backpack giveaway on Sunday.
I was driving here this morning and I got chills thinking about the impact.
That impact is not only felt by the students who receive a free backpack and all the contents inside, but also the adults in their life who want the younger generation to have more opportunities.
You're going to have a better education than I did.
And you want your grandkids to have better?
I want them to have everything possible that they can have.
Knowing education opens the doors to those opportunities, attorney Mike Morse turned his backpack giveaway into a party so kids can celebrate learning.
It's going to be exciting. It's time to have fun.
Today's a party.
I agree.
We have a band. We have tons of giveaways. We have like Spider-Man, Moana, and face painting, and a bubble dude. And every year it keeps getting better and better.
And the Mike Morse Law Firm says this is about more than a backpack. This is about making sure everyone can win.
You know, we wanted to do this to level the playing field, to give these kids some hope, to let them know that the community loves them and supports them and wants them to succeed and win.
Families say they're grateful.
Because some people can't afford backpacks and school supplies, so it's a good thing that they contribute to the community.
And it's this contribution that creates a go for the win for all youth.
Gives the kids hope.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that when we first started doing this, but now it's like it's a huge cornerstone to this, and we love it. We love embracing these kids and their families.
In Southfield, Ingrid Kelly, Fox 2 News.
Well, here in the Motor City, cars are taking center stage this week. It ends with the Dream Cruise, and it starts with this, the Cars and Coffees event held at the Michigan Science Center. This is the second year for this event with a focus on electric vehicles.
It's fast, low maintenance, charging infrastructure keeps building by the day, so it's really exciting time to look at an EV. If you haven't considered it before, get your butt in the seat, take it for a test drive, and it might change your mind.
In addition to all the EVs on display, attendees got a chance to see the latest technology when it comes to charging stations, scooters, bikes, and other e-mobility solutions.